Okay, listen. Next, we are going to see advantages of ratio analysis. Till now, we have saw so many sums, isn't it? Based on the formula only you have done. Now, we are going to see the advantages under that one. First one, measuring the operational efficiency. While we are doing the sum, in the formula, we used the word operation cost and also revenue from operation, isn't it? These two we have seen. So, the measuring the operation efficiency in the sense, with the help of the ratio analysis, we can easily to find out the operating cost or operation cost and at the same time, cost of revenue from the operation. Then the second one, easy to compare the present and also past ratios. Operational, that is, it's easy to find out the operational cost and revenue from the operation in the sense, one small example I am saying, suppose you are the producer, your name may be A&M company, you are producing the goods maybe for 1 lakh, okay. So, to producing the 1 lakh goods, how much money you may be spent, that is comes under the operation cost. How much money we are going to spend to produce 1 lakh product. After that one, the same product what we are going to do, we are going to sell it in the market. What is the plus we are going to get? Okay, that means plus means what? Profit. Otherwise, in our words, we can say revenue. Okay, that is called as the revenue from the operating cost. How much money we spend for this 1 lakh materials? What is the plus we are going to derive from this 1 lakh material? That is the plus means revenue. So that only the measuring the operational efficiency is very easy, or it is the very plus for the ratio analysis. Okay, and then the second one, what that is, it is easy to compare the present and also past. Suppose the profit may be less for the concern. What is the reason? What was happened in the last year? What are the decisions they have taken? So easy to compare. They can take the decision also. Okay, can you clear? Now we are going to see the next one. Measuring the financial solvency, that means solvency in the sense repaying capacity. How they are going to see in the sense, that is ascertain the liquidity, how much money we are having in the cash. Okay, cash in hand, and also in the accounts, the balance sheet we are oftenly using cash in hand, cash at bank, like that we are using, isn't it? So that is comes under the liquidity position. Otherwise, short term and also long term solvency. While we are doing the sums, you have done 1 times, 2 times, answer may be written, isn't it? 1t, otherwise 2t, isn't it? Otherwise 3:1, like that you have written. With the help of these measurement, we can easily to compare short term and also long term solvency to ascertain the financial solvency. How to repay the money. Okay. And the next one, investment decisions. That is facilitating investment decisions in the sense, just now I told in this example. You are going to spend the money for producing 1 lakh materials. So how much money you are going to spend? What is the plus? Based on that one, they are going to take the decisions for the future. Okay. So first point itself I said, it is easy to compare the present and past ratios. So with the help of this one, we are going to take the decision for the future. Okay, and then the next one, analyzing profitability. Analyzing profitability in the sense, the same thing only, just now I told you. What is the plus in that is how much profit they earned in the present year. Otherwise, the last year, what is the profit? Why they are going to get more profit in the current year? What is the drawback in the last year? Just they are going to analyze. Suppose last year, that is the example 2000, they are going to get the profit maybe 10 crore. But in the case of 2001, the profit may be, yes, 7 crore, means what is the reason? They have to analyze. As per that one, they have to take the decision. So analyzation is very easy in the ratio analysis. Next one, intra-firm comparison. The same profit should be compared with other company. The example, your company name may be A&M company. Another company may be B & Co, C & Co, D & Co. They are also producing the same product what we are producing. Okay, so the profit should be compared with all other companies. That is called as the intra-firm within the country. Next one, last one, inter-firm companies. That means it is helps to compare the one country to another. Can you clear? Okay, you can go through once again. Then you can listen to the next video.